I'm Johnny Millennium. This is Victor Lucas, and we just saw a movie that stars Jamie Lee Curtis playing Sarah Connor in the new Halloween.
Very good, yes.
Beck, what did you think about this movie? This is a sequel to the original Halloween.
Yeah.
There were some movies after that, but this is taking place straight after the original one.
Honestly, I love this movie. I thought it was really fun. It was definitely trying to evoke the era. It was absolutely kind of like we were watching it on a VHS tape. It had the film grain. It had the weird, way too close on the face shots.
Sometimes very brightly lit
and weird slants, and cameras placed in awkward places, like the camera would be outside of the car looking at the mirror inside as the driver was pulling up somewhere.
Seeing somebody else in a mirror through a mirror.
And it was creepy, but it was stylish, and I wasn't like freaked out and terrified because I think we have seen this character and these tropes so often that it's pretty hard to do that anyway. But more than anything, I was just, in admiration of the filmmaking.
Absolutely. And the great thing is John Carpenter's soundtrack is in here.
And that was amazing, yeah.
And that is amazing. It took me right back. And to prep for this, I watched Halloween last night.
Right.
And the thing
how was that? How was it?
You know what's interesting? What makes the first Halloween movie so good is how simple it is.
Yes.
It really is a stalking movie for most of it, where you just see her seeing him, or did she see him? And then at the end, it's all, a slasher film, per se. And I like the original one for being so simple. My issue with this one, and I do like this movie, I think it's a little bit too convoluted. We're going to talk about Jamie Lee Curtis and her character from the original. She was the one who was hunted, and in this one, she's a traumatically changed character.
Yes.
And she's changed her whole family. It's affected her whole family. What was your take on that?
She's very much Sarah Connor. I do a terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger story.
Totally, yeah.
Yes, but she is prepared for the Holocaust. She has been waiting for Michael Myers to return, and she's got all kinds of weaponry and a badass attitude. She's tried to instill all kinds of survival instincts into her daughter, played by Judy Greer. And there are 3 generations of this family, and we get to kind of see how it's trickling down, and there's some empathy for this crazy old broad who has been through everything in hell. But
such traumatic stuff as a kid,
She's such a good actor, though. I love watching Jamie Lee Curtis in anything that she's in.
Really good. Yeah.
She's got this distinct personality, this unique kind of quality. She's been a star for so long, and I like that this movie celebrates that whole process.
Absolutely.
It looks at characters that were in the original in 1978, and it cherishes them and it gives them applause and celebrates them.
I just love the story arc going all the way back to that 1970s movie where she was the hunted and now she wants to be the hunter. And there's something absolutely amazing of that. And we're not going to give any spoilers how Michael Myers is in the movie or anything like that. I will say that all the deaths in the movie did not bother me or scare me.
You were fine with all the deaths? You were good.
Hey, can I just say this?
You got some ideas for some of the killings that you will do after we're done taping here?
I should have killed you in this movie because we're watching the movie and we're sitting there and I'm like, I'm totally calm. And Vic tries to get me, goes, "Ah!" As we're watching the movie, I said, yeah, good try. It
was pretty weak.
It was pretty weak.
I didn't want you to piss your pants.
Oh my God, get the hell out.
I know that I would have scared you more than
you
this
should have
movie.
seen this guy was flinching a couple times.
I flinched, of course.
I warmed up for it last night.
Unlike you, I have feelings inside of this
I have many feelings. That doesn't make any sense. No, the thing is the blood and the guts, you could tell that they were, it was like not CG, but they were hand-created puppety.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't really bother me
Well,
too
they
much.
also cranked it up to 11 because they, obviously there wasn't as much carnage in the 78 movie, and this one, we're all dumbed down from all the killings
they're trying to go over the top of the killings.
Yeah, we have more of them, and they're a little bit gorier and some gruesome attacks, but you feel the terror of what
for the
Michael...
people.
For the people, and what Michael Myers brings to the screen is a great character, He's very evocative, and I'm sure I will have a Michael Myers dream or nightmare tonight.
The only problem I had with Michael Myers is he talks way too much in this movie.
Chatty Cathy.
He just can't shut him up.
No.
He's always just on screen with that mask and just doing the killings, and it's so cool.
It brings up a good point. There's actually a pretty good comedic streak throughout this film as well. There's nice little chuckles and laughs all the way through.
Yes.
Clearly an homage to a different era of filmmaking. I think Stranger Things taps into that a little bit, that nostalgic kind of vibe. And it's a knowing movie. It's aware of itself.
It's self-aware of itself, and it's trying to have fun. And it's adding a little bit more to this. That's my only problem with this movie. Is the storyline started off really nice and simple, and then all of a sudden it just started throwing so many many characters in, and I'm not saying anything, but the last part of the movie was the weakest for me. How that even happened and how they kind of ended up there was over the top. I mean, well, I couldn't buy it. I didn't get sold on that. I wish it happened somewhere else in a different kind of way.
I mean, the one thing that I will say about Michael Myers is that he doesn't sort of present this idea of any athleticism or any ability to do the kind of, like, he just plods along like Frankenstein.
But there is a surrealness to him. There is like this kind of real ethereal thing that he's
an unkillable quality.
Yeah, absolutely. That he's more than a human being.
Yes,
You know, his evil is keeping him alive at times.
Yeah. Listen, I had a really good time. I think more than anything, I was just impressed. I can't believe Danny McBride is one of the producers and one of the co-writers of this movie.
Yeah.
That's Kenny fucking Powers doing a Halloween movie, and David Gordon Green is the director. And clearly they love the source, and clearly they love John Carpenter, and they
got his blessing for this, which is great.
And they love Jamie Lee Curtis, and I think this is a nice showcase role for her as well. It was just fun to watch this movie.
You know why it was fun? Why it was fun is that we're in Halloween season.
Yeah, sure.
We have a Halloween movie, and I'm telling you, it's the perfect date movie. You know, grab your friends, grab some popcorn, go and have a laugh and have fun. This is what a movie's supposed to be at Halloween. There should be a Halloween movie every single year.
And you got a good point about it sort of getting a little convoluted, but still, I think in this era of overly complicated horror and too much violence and you know, just everybody's trying to out-gore each other.
Yeah, right.
This isn't that. This is just a smart, savvy bit of filmmaking that honors a whole era and honestly honors one of the originators of this genre.
Right.
In a cool way.
Yeah, and it was just kind of fun just to see Jamie Lee Curtis become Ripley, become Sarah Connor. That's all I was thinking. I'm like, holy, they've taken her up a notch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
even the tank top when she's holding the guns, cranking them.
I'm looking forward to the Jamie Lee Curtis NECA action figure line that's going to come out for sure based on this.
That would be great. I want a Halloween movie every Halloween.
Yeah,
forever.
Well, do you have to be careful what you wish for, Johnny? We've had that before. What are you going to give the 2018 version of Halloween?
I am going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. The last act kind of took me out of it, but I really, really liked it.
It's an 8.5 from me. It's very good stuff.